I've got my supplier invoice. I'm able to display my supplier invoice. I just have to click on, and I'm able to display the supplier invoice and the document flow that we have in SAP. You can see it's always the same thing. It's really user-friendly, and I display all the information that I need. Okay, if everything is okay, I can reverse to cancel my supplier invoice, or if I want to display my journal entry, I just have to click on journal entries. So I got my supplier. I can create simply an invoice in the system. Can display easily also in Fiori, which is different from the SAP GUI. As you can see, always the same thing. The work has been made in Discover for user, how to discover easily. I've got my invoice. Okay, right now. I've got my journal entry. Okay, free for payment. So my next step is to proceed the payment. Automatic payment or manual payment. I will show you too how to proceed with the manual payment. I want to go back to my home. I just click on SAP. Okay. So if I continue to process, okay, GL account, I enter the information. So for example, the system says if the general ledger account is tax relevant in the tax section until tax date, I want to display my GL account into SAP. Always the same thing. I don't know Fiori. I want to have more information about the application. For example, I am an expert in SAP GUI. I know that we can manage a GL account with the transaction FS00. I click on OK. SAP offer me, okay, you can use the application display chart of account. I just have to click on Fiori Lighthouse apps. Okay, I manage chart of account. Okay, I select my version. I don't work in S4HANA. I am on S4HANA Public Cloud. Okay, S4HANA 2302. And I got all the detail about this application. I've got also the information about the scope item. Okay, I can use this application manage chart of account in the scope item accounting and financial clause. Okay, when I've got this information, I just have to click on, and the system open directly the scope item G58. So I'm able to proceed exactly to the. Okay, I'm logged on. To download the script of the test. I'm logged on in SAP and I proceed. So I create my invoice. Okay, I'm still in scope item. I just want to display the information. So I just have to always the same things. Okay, I have also these features in Fiori. For example, I want to display some information about my GL account. I just have to enter for example, this one. I click on search. So it will take some time to display the information. Okay, so if SAP, like Google, finds some information about this GL account, I got this information like Google. So Google can use the application to display my GL account, or I just have to enter my GL account, my profit center, my cost center, my business partner, my financial accounting, my purchase order. And automatically I will have a sum up with all the information and application to display, to change this document. So GL account. I just have to select and automatically I'm able to display the information about my GL account master data. Look if I have any question. Okay, I continue. So I can enter the information in my search field, or I can use directly the name of the application that I want to use. Yes, the .sap.com will disappear, deprecated, and will be replaced by SAP Signature. In English or in French, English. Am I able to set exactly to the same thing, version, SAP Public Cloud, and I find all the information about how to create, for example, a new GL account. This is my GL account with the different translation and all the information, and in particular, the company code. Okay, this account is assigned to 7 company code. So right now I have created my supplier invoice. I've got my accounting documents. I want to proceed the next step. Always, you just have to follow step by step all the scope item. He explained to you how, for example, to create an invoice without purchase order, one-time supplier, park and post invoice, post invoice. How to do master upload, invoice payment preparation, manage payment block, etc. To manage a payment run. So I just want to right now to show you how to do a single outgoing payment. So just have to going on, create single payment direct. I've got always the same thing. I select the application and I process. So outgoing payment indirect. I will use this one. Single payment. So, for example, I remember that a part of the application is outgoing. We have different transaction, application, post outgoing payment. That is what P60 perhaps. I do not remember all the because I do not use right now since 5 years the transaction in SAP. I want to do the post ongoing payment. I select the company code. Okay, I use the match code. I want to do it for the KPC. I enter my journal entry date. Okay, today. I leave the journal entry type. Okay, it's for supplier invoice. I select my house bank. Careful, it's not the same things. Do not create a bank for KPC. Perhaps it will be a good exercise to create a bank for KPC. Point. How to create a bank? I will try to do it in live. Manage bank account. The most important when you proceed a basic script test that you prepare all your master data before. So, for example, a chart list. Okay, I want to use the GL account. I need a cost center, hierarchy cost center, profit center, hierarchy of profit center. I need a supplier. I need work breakdown structures, for example, etc. Okay, so I display all, I manage bank accounts. I see that I create 2 bank accounts. Okay, I want to display the information. Okay, I go to display my bank account. I've got all the information, IBAN, the bank key. The house bank, my bank is assigned to company Desalp. So I need to create, for example, if I want to process the post outgoing payment, to create the bank account. So I'm going to looking for just bank, payment bank, the amount. I remember I create an invoice from 100. Select my supplier. I use this supplier. So I enter all the information required for the payment, I click on Show Item to display all the financial documents that I need to process. So I create today two supplier invoice. So if I want to pay, I just have to change the amount. Okay. So I need to create a bank complete. So I'm not able to do it. I will do it later. I just have next step to click on clear and clear, and to check my balance is null. So when I enter all the information to proceed the post outgoing payment, I got all my financial document because I created previously two supplier invoice. Right now, I just have to click on post and the outgoing payment is done. So I will right now to show you the customizing point that you can have in a public cloud. So if I want to activate a scope item, I want to create my organizational structures. I want to customize my automatic determination account. I use a transaction called Manage Your Solution. Manage your solution. I'm going on Manage my solution. Central Business Configuration. I'm going on my Central Business Configuration. Central Business Configuration, that is the equivalent of the transaction SPRO. Different menu. Activities, configuration activities, teams, all the people that work in the customizing, and deployment target when I move to a different environment to deploy the solution, two or three system landscape. So I'm going on, I go back to configuration activity. All the activity are sorted by group, for example, accounting, asset management, billing and invoicing. So, and you have all the customizing point inside 167, and just have to use it to access to the main differences. For example, when I have to make a new deployment for a new company, I proceed all my customizing point. When I finished, okay, I just have to select, for example, completed like this. I'm able to have another view of the percent of achievement of my customizing. So I have no question for the moment. Where is the customizing? That's this one. I want to looking for a customizing point with automatic determination. I'm able also to find it's here automatic example determination the automatic, yes, accounting. General ledger, chart of account. For example, I want to display and to manage automatic account determination. I just have to click on. I've got also some information about the documentation. I click on Open Documentation. That is exactly the same thing that we can have when we are in a SPO with the detail of the customizing point. Okay, I just have to manage automatic account determination. A new tabulation in my Explorer, Internet Explorer open. As you can see, it's not exactly the same thing in a GUI. For example, I select the area. For example, financial accounting, sub area, account receivable and account payable process. I want, for example, to display define alternative reconciliation up. Step 2, chart of account. YCOA, special GL. For example, for supplier financing. Step 3, and I've got the reconciliation account. So that is the main point that we can have in a public cloud. I just have to complete the information in my customizing point. Yes, I don't want to save it. So you can put it like this for customizing point. I go back in the SAP CBC. Okay, I've got all my customizing point. The main differences with the SAP on-prem, I want to define my activity. I just have to make a step back because I want to define organizational structures or scope. When we have the milestone scope, the scope is I want to activate a new scope item for my company. So I just have to click on initiate change. I want to make a step back because I want to create, for example, a new company. I want to create a new sales organization. I want to create a new storage location. So I want to create something new. So I will just to show you if I create a new company code. For example, I want to save it. Okay. Close this window. Okay. As you can see, right now I'm on my milestone is organizational structures. So I just have to click on activities. On my activities, I have the application setup organizational structures. I just have to click on manage or open. I open this application because I want to create a new element in my organizational structures. So in this customizing point, which we manage definition and assignment. It's always the same thing. I create a new company. I create a new purchasing organization. I create a new plant. I create a new distribution channel. That is the way to do it. So, two options. If I prefer to work with this kind of vision, I've got a simplified view. Perhaps if you do not like to work like this, okay, I see all my structure. For example, I create a company code that named Compagnie des Alpes with a plant. This plant has linked to a storage location for planning organization. So I want to create, for example, a new company code. I click on create. What I want to create? I want to create, for example, a new company code. Okay, I click on company code. I enter the ID, the name, and the country, and different information. For example, that is this company perhaps is linked to another company. So I want to create, for example, a new company for EPC. So I want to create CAP TPF EPC Finance. I enter the ID, KPF1, KPF Finance. Okay, I select the name No, I select the number of the street. I enter the information. Okay, this company is in the Bouches-du-Rhône, the city Aix-en-Provence in France. Tax jurisdiction. I enter in the information. I want to create a new company. I select this one. Okay, company PPF1, PPF Finance. Okay, it's for France. Okay, save. Do not hesitate if you have any question about the CBC and how to manage different, how to make the setup in a SAP S/4HANA public cloud. But when you have to manage all the information about your organizational structures, you have a menu with all the activities that you can manage. For example, company, as you can see, just have to wait that the system creates all the information required for my new company code. Then, if I go back, SAP configuration, I've got 6 minutes again. Just to show you something else about the scope item. So when you work with S/4HANA, you have different scope item to activate because you have make an assessment with the customer, and the customer required different use different process. So you just have to have a look to all the process. For example, I want to be sure that I activate, for example, the advanced intercompany sales. I've got a code, 3 character. So I want to activate this scope item. If I want to activate this scope item, I go to the CD. So when my company is created, it's good. I just have to save. I want to display all my scope items. For example, I've got the application name define scope. I'm going on manage, access to application. Okay, I activate in my area some scope item. I can limit, for example, bundle all country. I just want to see for the country France. For example, I want to display if my scope item 5T2 is activated. For example, 5. I notice one is non-activated by default. Which one? I want to see credit memo, credit one is at 1. Okay. For example, I'm able to see that I activate the scenario credit memo processing in my system. So I am able, because I have made an assessment with my customer, and my customer tell me, Michael, I need to my process to create some credit memo. Okay, I activate the credit memo processing. So then, because we just have, okay, first of all, we have to see with the customer all the scope item which I need to activate, for example, for finance, for logistics. I activate all the scope item in my CBC. Okay, I activate all the scope item. Then I manage my organizational structures. First of all, activate scope item. Second point, organizational structures. Okay, storage location, plan, distribution channel, sales org, etc. Then I just have to manage only some customizing point, for example, automatic determination account. And then, do you want to? Yes, I want to save. Up, close. when I finish, for example, all my activities in a part of my first milestone, scope, okay, organizational structure is okay. When I finish to set up my organizational structures, I just have to click on manage. Okay, I finish, complete. And I can confirm my step. Right now, I'm able to work on my small customizing point. And then the last part, when you are in a public cloud, you just have to manage the different master data. For example, I want to create a new profit center. I just have to click. It's just always the same things. You can just enter manage, for example, profit center. Okay, it's easy. You have profit center and center group. Manage profit center. Okay, I've got all my profit center. A different option. I can display, I can copy, I can lock, unlock with the same application. That is the main difference also with ECC. When I want to manage profit center, I've got one application, manage profit center. When I've got the same thing for cost center, only one application to manage different things. For example, I want to create a new profit center easily. I just have to select one. I click on copy. I enter the information about the new profit center, 1109, 31, 33. I enter, for example, a new name. Okay, I check the other information. So I have I'm able also to add some flexible fields in Fiori. I think it will be able to show you the next time. For example, I just have to click on and to adapt UI. When I click on adapt UI, I adapt my Fiori application. So I complete all the field and I just have to click on create to create a new profit center. So, hi Wouter, how are you? You join us at the end. I hope I will be able to introduce some more things the next time. In particular, how to manage different master data in SAP Public Cloud, because I think we can manage differently in public cloud. For example, as you can start beginning with the profit center, cost center, and perhaps the night time, I will be able to do a common presentation with Wouter. If Wouter, you agree with that, perhaps the next time together. So, do you have any other question? No question? So I need for the next time what exactly you need in 1 hour, what kind of application I can show you. If you need, for example, Michael, how to create quickly different master data in finance, how to add a new GL account, how to customize automatic determination of accounts, how, for example, to create a project, because in a public cloud we have a solution PPM that is not the same thing that a project system. So we can discover a lot of things in SAP. So I need you to be able to show you different things in 1 hour. So Thank you so much for your participation, and see you next time.